Maji ni mojawapo wa bidhaa muhimu kwa binadamu na baadhi ya kaunti zinaonekana kukumbwa na uhaba wa maji humu nchini. Kulingana na washikadau katika sekta ya uhifadhi mazingira, mradi huu unaopaniwa kubuniwa kwa hazina ya maji utawasaidia Wakenya wengi haswa walio katika maeneo yanayokumbwa na uhaba wa maji kupata maji yatakayowawezesha kutumia nyumbani na hata katika kilimo na kusaidia kwa pakubwa katika kupunguza makali ya ukame yanayoshuhudiwa.
We know very well that water comes from forests or from hills, and we're not seeing any protection being offered to those catchment areas.
When talking about climate change, how do we advocate for climate smart agriculture so that we ensure that our communities are resilient when it comes to issues of drought and flooding, which as we see currently Kenya being dependent on rain-fed agriculture? How do we ensure that our communities are resilient in terms of the changing weather patterns which affects the rain seasons for rain, and our communities are not able to then afford to produce sufficient food which is going to sustain them?
Akizungumza mjini Nakuru baada ya mkutano wa wanasayansi wa mazingira, Stella Wanjala ambaye ni mtaalamu wa uhifadhi wa mazingira alibainisha kuwa tatizo la maji duniani linatiliwa mkazo na ukweli kwamba watu milioni 785 au mtu mmoja kati ya 10 hawana maji safi, huku watu zaidi ya bilioni 2 wakikosa huduma bora za vyoo kutokana na uhaba wa maji.
Security of water guarantees security for food and security for energy. But it is very important to note here that very little money is focused or put into conservation of watersheds or sources of water. That if it's possible, we should come up with a policy both at the county and the national government, where we are considering investing into the upper stream resources of water. In this case, then we would like the government to come up with a policy that will take part of the money and revenue that accrues from the use of water from manufacturers, factories, towns, suburbs, all use water, and a lot of money comes up out of it. But we do not have a policy where this money is invested back into the communities that live around the watersheds. So you end up with communities at the watersheds destroying the watersheds because they do not benefit directly from the money that comes out of the water. And I've realized that at the county levels and even national levels, we do not have a policy that can support this. And what we are asking today as NEXA is that we should have a clear policy that will give a directive that a percentage of the amount of money that is collected from the downstream users of water goes back to the upstream communities, so that then interventions can be put up at the upstream communities to ensure planting of trees, to ensure climate resilience activities that will help help the upstream communities probably come down with the methods and works and activities that would ease pressure on the watersheds.
Alitoa wito kwa ushirikiano kati ya serikali za kitaifa na kaunti kuiwezesha jamii kustahimili hadhari za mabadiliko ya hali ya hewa kupitia utunzaji wa mazingira.
We should come up with a policy that determines formation of a water fund that can be able to support conservation activities at the sources of water, at the upstream communities of the water sources that we have. And I want to pray that this will be taken care of, because then we are saying if we have water security, then we are sure we'll have food security, we'll have energy security, and even the security of our health shall be taken care of.
Caro Christopher, Undugu TV.